What's going on, guys? FallenRedZeo here, back doing more Marvel Legends. This time we have the Marvel Legends 80th anniversary, what I'm going to call variant edition figures. So we have a whole bunch of figures here to go through, but they're just kind of remakes of figures we've already had, new versions and styles of them and everything. So as you can see here, we have the Cowboy Logan and the Punisher, and then we have the Punisher War Machine and the big Time SpiderMan, followed by Stealth Suit Invincible Iron Man and Agent Anti-Venom, ending off with the X-Force Deathlok and the remake of the Build-A-Figure Giant Man from Captain America Civil War. So we have 8 figures here that they've re-released in these individual packs. Again, they're just like remakes of figures they've already done with new like paint styles and themes and everything. So nothing new or special going on here. So we're not going to like look in depth at a lot of these figures. I do have the originals to compare them to so you can see what the differences were between the original figure and these new variant. But a lot more figures here going into the 80th anniversary stuff. And of course we still have a couple multi-packs still coming, so you'll be seeing those in the future. But yeah, trying to get through all this 80th anniversary stuff. And we finally finished off these figures by receiving the last few this week, so we're here finally doing them all individually and stuff. So don't forget that subscribe button down below and a thumbs up on the video. Let's go ahead and get into them. So first up we have Wolverine in his cowboy attire. So again, we've seen these figures before. I'll compare it here in just a second, but here we have Wolverine in his cowboy attire, as I said. So he's got a cowboy hat on there, as you can see. I like that his hair is still coming back in like the fin design coming out to the side, his sideburns there and everything, and an evil look there on his face, whatever, as Wolverine usually does. He then has a black tank top on, as you can see, and I like even the details they put into it and everything look like those tank top style shirts and stuff, just in a black version. Of course, his claws and everything as usual. He's got a belt on with a belt buckle there, a nice big like western belt buckle, blue jean pants, and black cowboy boots down at the bottom. So again, looks very similar to what we've seen before. We'll see here in a second, but it's just a normal Wolverine figure and stuff. Nothing too special about it and everything, just in a cowboy design. We'll do movements on this one, but probably not on many of the others. It's got the head twist and nod. Shoulders do come up about there, and then of course do rotate all the way around. Bicep twist, double elbow joint there, and the wrist obviously twist around and do flexing and stuff. And then this claw just keeps like moving around and it's not in position properly, so my brother will probably have to fix that up. Then he's got the ab crunch and twist at the waist. The legs do come out about 90 degrees, up to the back a little, off to the side. Thigh twist, double knee joint, and then the foot twist and flex down at the bottom. But of course the leg, you know, the pants kind of get in the way, so you don't get too much movement down there, but he does move around a little bit. So it's pretty much just Wolverine with the cowboy hat on is all we really got here. But he does come with accessories, so he does have a mask here without the hat on, so it's just a normal looking Wolverine head. His hair, you know, coming up to the points and stuff, sideburns, everything, and he has his mouth open there yelling. You can see his pronounced canines and stuff there, so just a yelling face for Wolverine. He comes with some hands here, some grip hands without the claws on it, so if you don't want the claws there, and then those also work for his katana here. So he's got his red katana saber there, which of course looks very cool to go along here for Wolverine. So this Wolverine is a variant of a Wolverine we've had before, of the Wolverine and the motorcycle pack. So this is the Wolverine we got from that, and you can see designs are pretty much the exact same character, just different aspects and colors. So you can see he's originally had a white t-shirt on, now it's a black t-shirt, no cowboy hat, and the faces design are different. I like the faces much more for the cowboy version because that face just looks really weird and everything. And then so they have the same style belt design, again just different color belts, a brown color compared to black, darker jeans on the motorcycle one, lighter blue jeans, and then brown boots compared to black boots. So you can see what we're going to be doing with this whole set. So we have the figure from this new 80th anniversary set, and it's pretty much an exact remake of an older figure that they just took recolored, added stuff, so like the cowboy hat on a different head, but the bodies are the exact same, just different colors added to it. And I didn't look anything up for these characters since we've done them in the past and everything, but I will read their boxes. So it says Wolverine is nearly indestructible mutant with a gruff attitude and the formidable fighting skills to back it up, as we all know there for Wolverine. So that's pretty cool for this figure. Next up we have the Punisher here. So Frank Castle, and this, we don't really have a figure to compare this to. My brother thinks it's probably more likely the Netflix version of Punisher that they took the body and stuff from, but we couldn't find this figure, so we don't really have anything to compare this to. But yeah, it's just Punisher here, which looks very cool. As we see up close here on his face, you can see it's all painted up and everything. So he's got the Punisher skull painted on over the top of like a black or brown paint. His hair all slicked back and everything there for Frank Castle. Then we've got his shirt on, so he's got the Punisher shirt on there with the white paint of the Punisher head or skull there. He's got a vest on there, so just like a vest with a bunch of pocket stuff, a tactical vest, and that underneath I assume is like a bulletproof style vest and everything. You can see the armor coming off of it and stuff there on his arms and everything. On the shoulder pads, some armor pieces covered all by some, you know, black leather and stuff, and gloves there. Then he's got a belt on with all sorts of weapons, so he has a gun and a holster there, some grenades, and a bunch of ammunition, a knife there on the back and everything. But of course none of this is real or anything, you can't take it out or anything like that. And then he has some gray camo pants which look very nice, some pockets on the side, and a thigh holster over here with some magazines in and everything. everything, going down to the black military style boots there. So his movements are going to be pretty much exactly the same as Wolverine. There's nothing really too special to look at except for his feet at the bottom. You don't get too much movement because of the boot design, so that kind of limits some of it and everything. But other than that, it's going to be exact same as Wolverine. But he comes with a lot of accessories, which of course fit for him. So here we've got a Frank Castle head, so head without the paint on and everything. So it's just a normal looking face. You can see he's got the beard and everything going on. He has a gray bandana wrapped around his head. Then his hair there was black with the blue highlights going on from the comic design and everything. So cool there if you want to have like an unmasked style head there for Punisher. And then of course it's Punisher, so he comes with armory of guns. So first up we got a handgun here. So a lot of these are the same design of a black and like the brownish tan color there, so you can see the little handgun. But unfortunately, since he has the one pistol there in his holster already, you don't have a place to put this one, so this one just goes right into his hand. Then he has an assault rifle, so a big old rifle here. It looks like a grenade launcher type thing there on the bottom and stuff. Looks very nice, again the same color design and everything, so another nice big gun here for him. And then he has a sniper rifle here as well, again same colors and everything, but a very cool design here for a sniper rifle and everything. Looks very awesome, but it has nowhere to hold. I wish he had a thing on his back so you could like put it in or something, but unfortunately it does not. But it still looks very cool, and it's cool. He comes with all the weapons and everything. But from his box, it says Frank Castle takes to the streets and delivers brutal vigilant justice as the Punisher. And fitting right with that, we have the Punisher War Machine, which this looks so cool. This is a very cool looking figure. So it's War Machine but with Punisher designs added into it, and we'll of course see that comparison. It's just the normal looking War Machine from Captain America Civil War, but again repainted for Punisher and everything. So we got the helmet up top there. It's got the blue eyes, which is a difference there, so he has a lot of blue added into it. For his weapons up here, we have his, I think, sword there kind of stored into his back, and then I went and put the little turret up there in the back, and it's got the blue design as well. Then going down on the front, you can see the Punisher design logo there. He's got all a bunch of like kill markers there of the little Punisher skulls there, so all the people he's killing stuff. It's a 000, which the original is a 003, so this is a 000, so that's pretty cool there. More markings there of the kills on his leg, and then it's all like nice and scuffed up and everything. I like that they added the silver and stuff to make it all scuffed up. Then of course on his arms here, like gauntlets, he's got some extra like weapons and guns, so blue there, and additional little guns here that I added onto. I don't know exactly what they do, but they have these things that move down and they keep falling off, and I assume they're supposed to be like machine guns there on his arms and everything, and those are maybe like the magazines or something. But yeah, they just are little tiny things that slide into the bottom of the arm, but like I said, they have this part that fold up and they keep falling off and everything, so I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be. Like I said, I assume machine guns, but it looks very cool overall. This thing just looks so cool. I love the look of it and everything, and the Punisher details added into it look very cool. His movements are going to be about the same though. His really good arm movements though range, because a lot of these figures have this that we'll see. It's hard to see under there, especially with this covering, but they're like complete ball joints, so you can pretty much move as far until you get obstructed by the actual arm part, so that's pretty cool. It's got that movement, but other than that, it's going to be about the same. The hips are a little bit different because they're on like weird joints and stuff. They do have thigh twist though, but they just move a little bit different than all the others. And then the feet down at the bottom just really kind of twist side to side is all they do. They don't have the flexibility. But for his accessories, he comes with 2 fist hands, so if you don't want to have like open grip style hands, got 2 fists. And then he has some additional little accessories to go at the top. So here we have the actual sword, and I like again that it's got the blue design into it, and so you can obviously see that's the, you know, he's supposed to take that out, so it's a little like miniature version that you just stick in the top there. But then he also has the turret gun, and so we also have this piece as well, which you can just take the turret gun out, place this in, so it's supposed to be, you know, the turret gun is all back and like folded up and everything in there. But I obviously like having the turret up on his shoulder just like that, so that looks so much cooler. And so then our comparison of course is, like I said, the Captain America Civil War Machine, which if you look, they are the exact same figure, just obviously repainted, have all the same details and stuff. Obviously this one has more like silver painted into it and stuff, like especially there on the chest and everything, and the red, as you can see, where he's got the blue on the Punisher and stuff. So again, exact same figure, just obviously not have all the same paint, so he doesn't have, you know, like the military style logo there. It's just obviously Punisher instead, but again, looks super cool. And it's so cool that they just took an existing cool looking figure and made it cooler by adding Punisher stuff to it. That looks super cool. So the box says, after the fall of War Machine, Frank Castle acquires the highly weaponized armor and makes it his own, as we can obviously see. So that's pretty cool there for Punisher War Machine. Then next up we have the big time Spider-Man. So this looks pretty cool in the black and the neon green. This looks super cool. I really like this design a lot, but it's just our basic Spider-Man, so again, nothing too special about it, as you can see. So it's an all black suit, and then it has the big time Spider-Man design, but with the neon green, so the green's all spread through it on his arms and on his legs and everything, and down at his feet even there. And there's a look at the back and stuff, so you can see the spider there as well. So I like the big green eyes, of course, there. For movement, it's going to be about the same as all the normal Spider-Mans though, so really good head movements there. It has the butterfly joint, so that's a little bit different than the other figures. And shoulder movements are about the same, so you don't get too much range of movement there. Bicep, double elbow, wrist, ab crunch, twist at the waist, legs move, you know, really good movements all the way around. Thigh twist, double knee joint, and foot flex and twist at at the bottom as usual. So again, it's going to be all about the same for all the normal Spider-Mans and everything. It's just this one is the newer version. And we could not find the old version of the Big Time Spider-Man to compare it to. I think it was like a Toy Biz or something, so it had different wood joints, and my brother ended up getting rid of it a while ago because it was just kind of a crappy figure and stuff, so he just got rid of it. So we do not have that to compare to this figure, unfortunately, but he does come with a lot of accessories. So he has a fist hand and a whip hand there, so we've got another whip hand and another fist hand, so if you don't, you can switch those out to whatever you want to do. And then he also has like web crawling hands, so you know, like hands that they usually like put up to like crawl on like walls and stuff. He usually has his hands in like that position and everything, so that's what those are there for. And I like the neon green again on the center of the hands and everything. And then he also comes with a webbing here, so it has the little handle and then like the kind of grip there at the top and stuff, so it's like the normal hand you just take on and slide onto their hand, and then it looks like he's kind of swinging. I guess I never liked the look of these, but yeah, I can make it look like he's swinging along and everything. But from his box says, after losing his spider sense, Peter Parker builds a new spider armor to protect himself. So nothing too much going on for that, but that's pretty cool there for the Big Time Spider-Man. Next up, we have the stealth suit Invincible Iron Man, and again, this looks very cool. I really like the colors of this with like the metallic silver and the blue color. It just looks super cool. But again, we've had this figure before, which we'll see here, but so it's nothing, again, nothing too special about it, just different colors. But of course, I love the colors of this, so I think this one's a little better. But they have some issues going on with the paint that I'll kind of point out. There's a look at his face. I always think it has like a bird style face there. It looks like a beak and everything, but we can see the blue outlining the helmet and stuff. It looks a little messy. Some issues going on there. Then we got the normal just Iron Man body, and again, these Iron Man always have a weird like feeling to them compared to the others. It feels like they're just completely hollow, but of course all our same movements and stuff. I don't think there's anything too special going on with the movements compared to the other figures and stuff. The double knee joint is a little bit different. It's still a double knee, but it just looks a little bit different from all the others. It almost looks more like an SH Figure Arts double knee or something like that, but it looks very cool. But you can see here on the leg, I hope you can see it though, like the blue paint has like splattered. It looks like they made it a little bit too liquidy or something, because it's kind of went out over the little like indentions they have all over it that they placed the blue paint in, and so it's kind of like spread out a little bit, and it kind of looks like it ran down the leg a little bit, and they tried wiping off, so it's got some blue paint all over it. And that's kind of happened in spots all over the body where the blue paint is. It just looks like it was a little bit too messy. So it comes with a lot of accessories. He has a fist hand and an open hand, so he comes with the additional open hand and fist hand to switch those out. And then he also comes with two grip hands for a weapon. We'll see here in a second. He comes with the blast effects as usual, as all Iron Mans do, so you can just take them, pop them into the holes on the blast hand. So there we is actually blasting now. So one for each of the hands. And then he also comes with his laser sword, so that's what the grip hands are for. So this nice yellow laser sword thing looks super cool. I've never seen Iron Man use it. I've never seen the Invincible Iron Man stuff, but that looks super cool. It'd be cool for him just to use that to slice up people like a lightsaber. So his comparison here, of course, is the normal Invincible Iron Man. So again, same suit design and stuff, just got rid of the original colors of the red and the gold and everything. So that's pretty much the only difference between the two figures and stuff, is just their color, but the exact same body design and everything. So nothing too special there. I think I like the colors of this one more because I don't like the gold and red that they chose. So just another repaint that they did of an original figure. So from the box says, Tony Stark modifies his suit for stealth capabilities to take on cybernetically enhanced ninjas. So that's, I guess, pretty cool there for the stealth suit Iron Man. Then next up we have Agent Anti-Venom, which it looks really cool, but when I opened the figure I thought this was like a ripoff or something. It just seemed a little bit off and weird, but I guess compared to the original one it's the exact same, so I guess there's nothing wrong. It just has some weird joints and stuff that we'll look at, but this looks super cool. So we have the Agent Venom just in the anti version, so he's all white and black instead of all black and then white. So it looks very cool though. So we have the all white body, which looks very cool, then the black spider there on his chest and black details with some silver like on the bicep and down on the thigh there and everything. But it looks very cool. I really like the armor. It's like a crab shell armor and stuff, so you can see there up on the shoulders, up on the gullet, his whole chest piece and stuff, which is like a kind of a thing sitting over the top of his body, is all like crab design stuff. Then even down on his legs, the guards are all crabby looking and stuff, so I really like that looking design a lot. Of course, the arms coming off of the back, which is just a little thing you pop into his back, look very cool. And I like that they're grip design, so you can put the guns into his hands and stuff, so he has, you know, 4 more hands to hold guns. But I like the look of the all white face there with the black eyes. Looks very cool up top there and stuff. And again, he's on the same sort of joint as the War Machine, so it's just on one big ball, so you can just take in pretty much, you get as much movement until you run into the arm hitting stuff, so he can raise his arm up really high and everything. So it's kind of really cool movement there and stuff, but it's got a lot of the ball joints, which they've kind of done away with, just pure ball joints because it has them there. And then also has them at his hips, which is what I thought was weird. So he's just got ball joints down in here, so you got the movements, you know, pretty much all the way around, same as the shoulder, so it's pretty much until you hit something it can move there and stuff. And then the thigh, it does have the twist, but it's just because it like kind of stuck in there with the ball. It doesn't twist too much, but it does move around in there. But other than that, so he has of course, like I said, all the crab shell armor. Then he has a tactical belt on here with all sorts of pockets and everything. Has a knife, has some like grenade looking stuff, a canteen and everything. On his thigh he has a holster there with a gun molded in there, but it just looks very cool overall for this agent Anti-Venom. So he comes with a bunch of different gun stuff. So he has 2 like little Uzi guns you can stick into his hand, and then he also has 2 handguns. So again, you can put 2 of them in his hands and then put the other 2 in his other arms there on the back. So sort of like that. So I put 2 guns in his hands and 2 in the additional hands there. So that's pretty fun and cool and a nice awesome thing. Just need 2 more guns to put in those final 2 hands and he'd just be loaded out. So his comparison is obviously to just the Agent Venom, which again is the inverse. So that's pretty cool. Again, it's just same exact body that they took and repainted. So pretty much just inversed everything from the original. Same exact detail stuff, all the crab shell armor and everything just looks super cool. Again, just repainted it to the white and black instead of the black and white. So again, very cool looking figures there for the 2 matching characters. So from the box says, after exposure to Agent Venom serum, Flash Thompson becomes the newest incarnation of the anti-hero. So pretty cool there for that. Then we've got the X-Force Deathlok, which of course is just the plain Deathlok, but in his X-Force attire. So it looks very cool. So we got look his face up there with like his all burn up style head. I like, you can really see like the details of like the burning and everything. His cyborg enhancements attached into him, so you can see there on his head with the red eye and stuff, and then the cybernetic arms and legs there. So it looks very cool there for Deathlok and everything. Again, in the X-Force attire, so he's got the gray and the black, so you can see the gray body armor with the black details and lines going into it. He has the little X-Force logo there with the red and black logo. But then other than that, it's just the same as the other figure as well. So he's got the brown armor there on his arms, a brown belt there with a gun. So he's got a little handgun and stuff you can stick into his hand there that goes into the holster. He's got a tube coming into his chest, running down to a little thing on his back, a big old backpack on here. So I assume it's to help run his cybernetic stuff. I don't really remember the backstory of Deathlok too much, but I assume by the look, he's probably a guy that was almost killed and stuff by some, so he lost like limbs and everything. So they cybernetically enhanced him back to life and everything. But it looks very cool. I like all the cybernetic details and stuff with the arms and legs and everything. Brown knee pads and then black boots at the bottom with some silver details onto it. So again, looks very cool. The movements are about the same as all the normal Marvel Legends, so nothing special to look at. Everything's going to be the exact same. But for accessories, he has the little handgun there. He comes with a pump shotgun here, so it looks very cool. Weird futuristic design there, like a double barrel shotgun. And then he also comes with his giant Gatling style gun here. So again, a giant gun with the twisting barrel stuff with the 3 there, and then all the line of bullets there that just go all around in the nice like clear yellow color and stuff. So you can obviously take this and put it in his hand, but it's usually way too big, so it kind of doesn't fit in very well, but it'll still hold it. So a little bit just like that. So he's got the big gun there. So again, his comparison is to his original figure, which is him in just his normal color. So you can see the comparison. It's just the exact same figure, just repainted obviously. So nothing different between the two besides the colors and everything, but it looks very cool there that they just took and redid it and made it into the X-Force version. From the box says the X-Force joins forces with a rogue Deathlok unit to face an army of Deathlok cyborgs. So that's kind of cool there for Deathlok in his X-Force attire. And finally, we have Giant Man, which again is just a remake of the build figure, which we have to compare it to and stuff, but it looks pretty cool. I like this one a lot better. They redid some of the paint design stuff, made the colors a little bit different. It looks a lot better overall, but we can see the helmet design up here. It's a nice metallic color and everything, so a nice bright shiny silver. He has the right covering on his eyes, which you can kind of see the eyes in there. I don't know if you can see them very well, but you can see into the visor there. And then he's just got his all black and red outfit design here with the blue detailings onto it stuff. So blue there on his gauntlets, blue there on the belt, blue little details there on his chest and up on his shoulders, and then the black and red all the way down again with silver detailings all around. So belt on here and the silver and stuff, and then up here on his shoulders and stuff, the silver detail as well. So movements are going to be pretty much the same as all the normal figures, so nothing too special going on with that. Just normal Marvel Legends figures. Yeah, nothing different or anything about there. And it's cool they remade this, so if anyone didn't get the Build-A-Figure set, you can then, you know, just get this and then finally have the Giant Man into your collections. But it's just a big figure. It doesn't come with any accessories or anything, so there's nothing too special about this. It's just a giant figure to go along with all your others. So if we take like the Iron Man there, you can see the height difference between the two figures and stuff. So a very big figure there compared to those. But of course our comparison is to the Build-A-Figure version, which here it is here. So you can see there is a color difference. I think the colors are much more brighter and stand out more on the new version compared to the old Build-A-Figures. Much more darker grays and everything. And I don't like this color here. It's like a brownish black gray mixture. I don't really know how to describe it. On here it's more black and grayish color, like a really dark gray, where here it's just like, I don't know if it's faded or what, but it just does not look good. So I don't like the colors as much on this. They made them stand out much more. The blues are a lot brighter on the new one and everything. You can see the eyes a lot more in the Build-A-Figure version than you can the new one, but that's, you know, doesn't really matter a whole lot. And the only thing is that when I was messing around with like the Build-A-Figure, his leg pops off really easily because, you know, they made a Build-A-Figure and stuff, so you have to put it together, where the new one doesn't do that, obviously, since it's already all put together. And they did change the feet up a little bit. So the foot on the Build the figure has these little like lips down here on the feet, so you know, probably gets in the way of some movements. Or on the new one, they did not add those onto it, so it's cool that they left those off there so you can get a little bit of range of movement better there with the feet and everything. But same height and everything, nothing too different or drastic with the two, just obviously color changes making the new one much brighter in color. So from the box, it says Scott Lang goes giant size to join Captain America in the battle against the other heroes, of course, from Captain America Civil War as well. And looks very cool here for Giant Man to have a much better looking version. But that's gonna be it for this Marvel Legends 80th anniversary variation set, again with all the characters we've had in the past, just different variation paints on them and remakes and everything. But again, the cool set here and stuff, just none of these figures you have to have unless you missed out on them the first time and stuff, or just want these new variations. But yeah, again, nothing too drastic or anything. I think the Punisher War Machine is definitely the coolest figure out of this entire set, probably the one that's worth it more than any of the others. But again, still very cool figures overall for this entire set. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite figure out of this set? What do you think was the most worth it to have the variant version ends and stuff? Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Leave a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.